6 unread messages. I hate when my email gets filled to the brim with junk. I sat there tediously marking each one as read when a title caught my eye. Derogatory social media post targeting our undocumented community. Targeting who, I thought? This was how I was introduced to a recent controversy at Cal Poly this past year. In this speech, I will analyze the controversy from multiple viewpoints and give reasons for why approaching controversies from rational and objective viewpoints is in everyone's best interest. So I'm going to argue first that the Cal Poly email was too extreme. And so an email was sent to me by Carl Saunders, the head of the physics department, and a similar one was sent to the whole school. And in the email, Mr. Saunders strongly condemned the post. He said that illegal is a term that's dehumanizing, inaccurate, and derogatory, and the correct term is undocumented when referring to illegal aliens versus undocumented immigrants and illegal immigrants and all that. Mr. Saunders asked everyone to understand that many were feeling feelings of paranoia and at their sense of safety on campus being compromised right now, and asked faculty to make up recent absences and missed coursework, including midterms. So disclaimer before I go on, I realize this is a sensitive issue and the post is offensive to varying degrees to many people, and I don't mean to discount anyone's difficult experiences, and I'm deeply sorry for anyone who has difficult personal circumstances regarding this issue. I'm only interpreting this with the information I have found. So first, I'd say illegal is not a derogatory term. It's just a term judged by its accuracy or inaccuracy. If someone called me a car, I wouldn't be hurt. I would just say, I'm not a car. It's inaccurate. So that's what I think about that. And so I'll show an image of the social media post now. And so it's just some, here you can see it. It's just some college students. And the caption there says Cowboys versus illegal aliens. And you can see that the post maybe, yeah, sure. It does seem a little bit ignorant and offensive, but regardless of this, don't we all know that college kids make dumb mistakes a lot of the time, and we all make mistakes, and college kids being ignorant and rude definitely isn't excluded from that. It's not okay, but it's something they probably regret, and they got in big trouble for sure. So it's something we can all understand, and let me show it again. And even then, I personally don't understand my people having their sense of safety feeling compromised at this, and or having a reason to teachers accommodate midterm retakes. That's a big deal, and that's something I think it can be abused. So first, I'm going to show stuff in defense of the term undocumented. So there's an article by Mila Paspalanova, and it says a person's actions can be illegal, but not they themselves. And this is something the school said. And so my counter argument to that is illegal immigrant is just a term. Illegal, we use this all the time in English. So if you called me an excellent singer, you wouldn't be calling me excellent. You'd be calling my singing excellent. So when you say illegal immigrant, you're not calling them illegal. You're calling their migratory status illegal. And so she also said that illegal has negative social connotations, and I agree with that. And it can be, especially when people say those illegals. That I can see how that can be harmful. And she also argued that undocumented is better and more accurate. And so though it's all like some negative social connotations, I don't think it's more accurate. Undocumented means something different. It refers to people who don't have the correct documents, where illegal is people who are in the country illegally. And so Define American in an article said that illegal as a term assumes guilt, and if they're referring to people who are undocumented but considered illegal, I agree, and that's something that can be harmful as well. So I looked up some defense of using illegal. I found a Heritage Foundation article, which is extreme article by a conservative news source, or not news source, just an organization. And they said undocumented is a made-up term used to ignore the law, and that's just too extreme, but they did make some good points. They said the Supreme Court itself and the federal government uses illegal alien and illegal immigrant as their language, which is pretty strong. And I looked it up myself. The Department of Justice does use illegal illegal immigrant, illegal alien in their own language. So here's my own conclusions. A study by Abrego said that many immigrants regularly feel fear and marginalization at living in the country and just in general, and then they've kind of accepted this, and that's regardless of what they've done, if they're in the country illegally or whatever, that's no good way for someone to live their life. And so when I'm looking at how the school responded and how people were angry, and even when I was shown this post, I was asking just genuine questions because I was very confused. A classmate actually got very heated at me and accused me of being part of the problem for asking questions, and that kind of surprised me at first, but I think Even though it's extreme, which I'm making an argument against, I can understand that these people are just looking out for others. And on the other side, on the Heritage Foundation side, maybe less extreme, there was a Midwestern University study done on political correctness, and so this language that you're being told to use. And there was a female participant who said that she felt that she was scared to speak for fear of using the wrong language. And that's something that's also, I think, not okay. The preservation of speech, being scared to say something just because you might use the wrong language. I think we need to all be more understanding and recognize there's a lot of things going on, and especially even be more understanding of these students themselves. So I would say these issues are complex, and on one hand, people are radically looking out for others and trying their best for others, and you can see that in the administration. On the other hand, people are concerned about the precision and the preciseness of speech. I just think people take it to such far extremes. So what can we do? We can recognize the complexity of an issue, and whenever you're next faced with an extreme black and white news or strong statement, take a deep breath, like really do this, and try your best to understand the situation from all points of view. So in conclusion, in my speech, I showed that issues aren't just black and white and have many moving parts and complexities. I challenge you to really do this, to try out what I suggested. Be slow to extreme conclusions and consider all possible angles. With so much information and ideas readily available, it's important that each one of us stays effectively informed and thinks for ourselves. Thank you.